Hello YouTube family, I am Sononix. Today I'd like to talk about a new crypto token, Project Panda. Project Panda went on sale this morning. You can purchase this via Pancake Swap, which means you will need to use Binance Smart Chain to acquire this token. This morning I got up kind of early because of Doge anxiety, and but this video is not about Doge. I happened upon a tweet on Twitter and I saw it was about Project Panda. So I started looking into it. The more I looked into this, the more excited I became. This kind of looks like to be a game changer in the NFT marketplace. And NFTs are a very hot item right now. I am by no means an expert on NFTs. However, I do respect and understand the sentiment behind them. But I will tell you right now, I do not currently own any. More to my point though, Project Panda is trying to solve a problem in the current NFT market space. And that is bringing NFTs to all the benefits we associate with the Binance Smart Chain, such as speed, low fees, and reliability. Another issue that they are trying to solve with this is that on some platforms, you lock the NFT into their ecosystem at the point of its creation, and basically forcing the creator to complete the first transaction on the platform and locking it into that platform, and then it will be locked indefinitely. So at this point, I personally feel NFTs might be a bubble. And if for any reason that bubble were to burst and the platform that you've purchased your NFTs goes away, what is to protect you and your investment in NFTs from that? I don't know. And this is a speculation and just my own personal beliefs on the whole thing with NFTs. But, you know, I always err on the side of caution. That's me. So imagine being able to trade NFTs back and forth like they are baseball cards or even like Pokemon cards. This is where I think NFTs should go. Decentralized. Again, I want to emphasize NFT decentralization. I think it's the future of it. So at this point, I do want to iterate that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, just a geek that finds this stuff interesting. Never ever invest more than you can afford to lose. So, without further ado, let's get into this a little bit further, okay? Project Panda. Here's the main page. Very simple and basic. However, let's look at the token and go over the tokenomics. Here's one of the clear things I want to point out here. They're going to have 10 million Panda minted. Does not permit for minting after deployment. So 10 million in circulation. With that 10 million that's currently in circulation, 50% of that goes out to potential purchasers. Me and you. This is a little off though. 10% goes to the team and 10% goes to the team. What one of these should say is 10% to marketing team, 10% to the team. We have a 20% burn. We have 10% staking. So there's staking incentives. So from what I can understand, this is a deflationary token. Not like other projects that we've talked about before, like Safe Moon, Safe Planet Earth, like Fox, Pit. None of those auto staking, deflationary kind of tokens. This is actually, they are going to burn it either manually or regularly every month, this 20%. So you know, take that with, you know, you don't have the usual, I do believe you do not have the usual 10% or 12% or even 6% when you purchase and when you pull out, or if you decide to sell, I should say. So with that being said, that's kind of cool. You know, I do like the auto staking features of SafeMoon and stuff like that, but this is also a good system. It's worked in the past. It's great. And I'm still very interested in this project. So let's go into some of the features. One of the big things that I wanted to go in here, and all of this is really good information, you should check it out, but this really caught my eye, is configurable auctions. So you can have a buy now English auction, no locking requirements, and variable timelines. Could you possibly see Project Panda as the eBay of NFTs? Because that's kind of what it sounds like it could be. I think that's pretty cool. Again, do not know where it's gonna go. Literally just kicked off this morning with the token. We'll see. All right, and let's look at some of the capabilities here. So here's one of the things I wanted to emphasize. Again, they're working towards decentralizing NFTs, which is a big deal. Here's one of the highlights, some of the highlights I wanted to go over with you all. Peer-to-peer transactions, trustless transactions, provable rarity, which is kind of a big deal. So you can actually be able to prove the rarity of your NFT and thus the price it should be. Permissionless ecosystem access, secure ownership, anonymous ownership. I like these two, secure and anonymous. Creator focused. So here's another thing that I thought was really good, is that they are focused on creators. They're actually allowing creators to apply to create NFTs on this platform, which is really cool. So yeah, I dig it. Open source code base, which is always really good, and decentralized governance. All win-wins in my opinion. So I'm going to be very honest. Normally I always take these projects with a grain of salt and try to give points of concern. I can't see anything glaring unless there is other projects that are larger, better funded, and more streamlined than this one on the horizon. And I'll be quite honest, I do not know if there is. So take what I say as a grain of salt. I mean, there's risks in any project. I do not see anything glaring about this one at this time. However, I will state to you guys now, I plan on keeping an eye on this for a minute and seeing if I find anything that is a cause of alarm. But at this time, I really don't. I'm not trying to give anybody any kind of hopium or anything about this, and that this is 100% must buy now, get into this now kind of video. I just, from a broad perspective, kind of looking in and checking it out for the first time, I'm just not seeing anything glaring. No obvious cause for concern, especially with this next point that I want to make, and that is audit has already been completed and passed by Solidity Finance. I have not looked into Solidity Finance. I do not know how professional they are with their audits, but just by going over some of the notes here, it looks pretty good to me. Everything is passed. They've already talked. They do go into the minting of the tokens, the logic behind it, the burn options, and if you want to look into that and read it, that's, you know, something I highly encourage. Absolutely, do it. Okay, so let's go into their socials. They currently already have, so like when I look at social media for one of these that I'm trying to get into, I most of my social media that I like to consume on a regular basis, especially when it pertains to these tokens, is Twitter. I think it's fast, easy, quick, and my Twitter feed is kind of like right now, it's kind of catered to my interests, and that's where I'm at with that right now. I usually focus mainly on Twitter. They do have other social media platforms, but I would like to say that they are already at 3,000. I'm sorry, 36.3 thousand followers. That is awesome. 36.3 thousand followers. Usually the projects that I'm into are so small that they literally have maybe a couple hundred to a couple thousand. This is already established, and they just launched their token this morning. So take that as you will. At this time, I am feeling very bullish on this project. I have a brother who is actually an artist, and he does dabble in the digital realms as well as does tattooing and other forms of art. He's amazing, and I can't hype him up more. I would love to see him become an artist on this platform. I would love to see him create his NFTs on here and see where it goes. If he were to do this, and I've already hit him out via Twitter and texted him this morning about this, if he does do this, I will more than likely be owning some of his NFTs at some point. So at this point, I'll be keeping an eye on this project. Project Panda. I will be keeping an eye on Project Panda to see where it goes. Like I've stated many times, I like projects with a good use case, and this one I think needs to be taken very seriously. They have a link tree, which I will have posted in the description of this video. It has links to their website, the audit, and social media. I always recommend doing your own research. So definitely check out that link tree and give it a browse through. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. This helps my channel, and it also helps to get others to see this content. With that, I just want to say have a great day, stay safe, stay healthy, and laters.